Good afternoon, dear friends. Today we have a wonderful discussion with some guests which came from Slovenia, from Lubliana University. He's a professor of ethnic music, ethnic musicology, and I would be very happy to discuss with him about the festival, and maybe he will tell us about his experience of joining to this event and his experience of connection with ethnical music and also ethnic traditions, and he will tell about his he will tell us about his journey to Kyrgyzstan. Good afternoon, dear professor. As I know that you are coming to participate in this musical festival from Slovenia, right? And you are professor of musicology.
Ethnomusicology, yes.
Okay, could you please to explain about your experience of joining to this festival, Sanat, and tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thank you for this kind invitation. I teach ethnomusicological subjects at the University of Ljubljana, and I was extremely happy that after traveling to more than 80 countries during my professional life, so I'm here in Kyrgyzstan for the very first time.
Really?
Yes.
And how did you find this Issyk Lake and the Kyrgyzstan?
I mean, it's a fantastic experience, but I have to say also that this Sanat, the whole complex, it's very multifaceted. So there is a scientific congress, there is a festival, there is this place for exhibitions of instruments and other things, and there is the competition. So I think in organizational terms, because I have experience with these kind of things, I'm really amazed actually that it was possible to put it all together.
So what do you think about Kyrgyzstan if you are visiting to our country first time? What's your first impression?
You know, early this morning, I will tell you, I went to the Issyk, to the lake, and I saw the sunrise, and it was magical. And then when you see these beautiful mountains also in the back, it's great. And then besides, of course, I'm very much appreciative of the culture of Kyrgyzstan. My contacts with Central Asia actually basically started in 2015 when we organized like a big ICTMD World Conference in Astana in Kazakhstan. And then I was in contact with Razia Sultanova from Uzbekistan and Saida Yelemanova from Kazakhstan. Dusen Kaseinov was one of the key persons, the Secretary General of Turksoy at the time. And Fatima Nurlibayeva, for example, was one of my main contacts when we were preparing this big event. It was at the National University of the Arts in Astana. Ayman Musa Hojaeva was the rector at the time. And I have great experiences. You know, for ICTMD, this was a fantastic new step, because this society that was established in 1947 never before went to Central Asia, never before went to territories that used to be part of the Soviet Union. And of course, also officially or not, but the Muslim population predominates, right?
Yeah, of course.
So these were like three major steps, and I was very proud actually about this and happy. And these friendships, you know, that we established at that time, they last even today.
Yes.
So I'm getting
just like a personal question. How did you come to ethnomusicology? Why did you started to learn this field of subject?
You know, I was raised in the musician's family, but both my father, who was composer and musicologist, and my mother was music teacher. They've never had interest in any other music rather than European art music. And then my study in the Music Academy in Zagreb in Croatia was also like based on Western art music. And I said, well, the world is much broader than that. And then I started getting the like literature from other countries. And then I developed interest in this, and I said, yes, this is what I would like to do. This is where I can broaden the scope of the discipline of ethnomusicology, because at that time in my home country it was just the study of national folk music, nothing else. So there were many ways to broaden up this picture, and I was happy actually to take action in this. Yeah.
Actually, I'm representing National Academy of Manas for Kyrgyz people, for our nation. The culture, the heritage, all the musics and all the things which connected with our spirit is starting from Manas. So did you heard about epical poem Manas, and what can you say about this traditional, big, huge, fundamental epical poem in the world?
Okay, I can say, well, I'm not really specializing in epic traditions, but of course I heard about Manas. I also know about Gilgamesh and Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Iliad and Odyssey and so on. But the part of the world from which I come from actually is well known also for epic singing. For epic traditions. So it is not Slovenia per se, but in Croatia, Bosnia,
like Balkanian area.
Yeah, in the Balkan area, of course, these are these epic songs to the gusle accompaniment. This is the string instrument, bowed instrument with one string, sometimes two. And these are usually about the historical battles and heroes. And it was very interesting to study also these epic singers who sometimes also adjusted, to the audience. So sometimes the Turks were good people, sometimes they were bad, just depending on the audience.
Yes.
So they were very flexible kind of in this.
How do you think, why they become good or bad by the situation, by the people?
Well, over there was I was astonished always about this perception of the Turks, of the Ottomans, to be precise, as a menace, as the big problem. And it was really black and white. Once I had a guest lecturer from Istanbul, and she couldn't believe, the folk songs, Turks are always painted in black, and even live performance, and she became kind of depressed, in Lubliana. And then I took her to a Turkish restaurant, and then they dressed us as Sultan and Hanuma, and so, and then of course everything ended up in a good mood. But the fact is that this image is not really justified in a sense. Yes, they were approaching. They have the raids. There is this child levy, tradition, also taking the children for the emissaries, and so yes, we know all these things. But one ethnologist in Slovenia published a book about these issues, and I also contributed an article, and Bill and Taxoy did another one from the Turkish side. And it was, then we showed that the Austro-Hungarian Empire and Ottoman Empire were not always enemies, Sometimes they cooperated against French or against Brits.
That this history is not exactly only regarding enemies, regarding the spirit also. Because for us, Manas epical poem is not regarding becoming strong fighters. This is mostly regarding for unity of the nation, unity of the spirit of the country, and to become like along with the nature. So that's why we are not exploring this idea of Manas as a fighter. This is more like a safer, and the main idea is to become unity. United of all the nations and all the peoples.
Well, in our epic traditions also we have very often this idea of national unity, but maybe not to such spiritual level. So I think Tengrism also is a spiritual movement.
Movement. Yes, like not religion. It's like our beliefs, our like a lifestyle, we can say, because of it's not possible to say that we are religious in Tigrianism or something like this. This is like our philosophy, which is inside.
Yeah.
We cannot to say that we are like following some rules, but the main idea of Tigrianism is to be equal and to be part of the nature, and to be equal for all the people.
And I'm very happy actually to see also Tigrism over there being represented in this context, and so.
Okay.
So yeah.
What is your wishes or recommendations for the festival and for the nation, for the future of this idea?
So this is the first Rock Sanat, and I first hope that it will become a tradition, and that more and more people from different parts of the world will come here. But when I'm here, I will also sign with Professor Amanova a memorandum of understanding for cooperation in education. And I hope that also students and professors from Kyrgyzstan will be coming to Slovenia, also to some other countries. Also that some of us will have another chance, not only once in the lifetime, to come to
Actually, our
Kyrgyzstan.
National Academy of Manas also have some programs, exchange programs, and so also we are inviting scholars from different countries for making some research about these epic traditions.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it will be very good for us to do some kind of cooperations with Lubliana University, through you maybe, and maybe we can do some joint activities in the future.
Great. It's
Thank
a nice
you very
idea.
much.
I
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much. I appreciate for your time.
Thank
Hope
you.
that you will enjoy our staying in Kyrgyzstan. Your staying in Kyrgyzstan.
Thank you. Thank you so
you.
much.